Hi, everyone, and thank you for waking up with us on this Tuesday morning. It is now 6:49. I'm Jordan Schreier here with Lisa Bedell. New this morning, the search for a missing plane traveling from South Dakota to Oaks, North Dakota appears to be over. The wreckage of a plane was found 3 miles north of Aberdeen last night. Searchers have been looking for the plane after it took off from that city October 9th. En route to Oaks, but it never made it.
American News in Aberdeen is reporting that a hunter found the plane around dusk yesterday. Police have not yet confirmed that the wreckage is the aircraft that they've been looking for, but the description of the wreckage does seem to match that of the missing plane. County dispatchers tell Valley News Live that more information is likely to be released a little later today. The FAA and the National Transportation Safety Board are on their way to the scene.
A co-owner of a Fargo restaurant has agreed to plead guilty to federal charges of harboring illegal aliens. KFGO News is reporting that Jose Gutierrez is accused of shielding 2 workers from detection by hiring them as cooks at Mango's Mexican and American Grill.
Court documents show federal prosecutors say the workers were not eligible to be legally employed in the U.S. The maximum sentence for harboring illegal aliens is 10 years in prison and a $250,000 fine. But the plea deal has Gutierrez serving 2 years probation and then paying a $15,000 fine. The agreement must still be approved by a federal judge.
A North Dakota attorney and 2018 Supreme Court Justice candidate is accused of making death threats.
75-year-old Robert Bolinsky is charged with terrorizing and harassment. He's accused of leaving voicemails at a relative's workplace, threatening to assault and eliminate him. Cass County is following Governor Doug Burgum's lead by declaring a flood emergency. State leaders hope by signing emergency declarations on both the local and state level that they'll be able to get help to anyone who has been struggling with these rare fall flood fights.
The Cheyenne River is expected to rise close to major flood stage later this week in Harwood, and for some people that will mean water rising closer to their homes. Governor Burgum visited Fargo, Grand Forks, Jamestown, and Fessenden yesterday to find out how each area is being impacted by that flooding.
And with the flooding, thank goodness we're drying up after another good shot of rain yesterday. Let's get a check of our forecast.
Yeah, we had more than an inch of rain in some spots out in the west and in the east with this storm system that's been with us for some time. It's working its way out, but until it leaves us, we've got some strong winds still. A wind advisory in effect until 1 o'clock this afternoon up and down the Red River. Many of our viewers in the southern half of the valley. A look at our winds right now. We've got them moving in out of the northwest, gusts into the 40-mile-per-hour range still, 41 in Grand Forks, a gust to 40 in Fargo, and a gust to 40 in Sisseton. There's still some showers in the region. They're mainly along the Red River and east from there, and that will be the focus for any more moisture as we continue through the day today. A couple of very narrow bands of precipitation. One the radar indicates may be falling as snow now right along I-29 just west of the interstate there, and then another round of some more spotty widespread areas of very light precipitation over into northwest Minnesota. So that's going to clear slowly to the east. I think our viewers in northeastern parts of our viewing area will be stuck with that potential for some precipitation continuing into today. Our temperatures, some low 30s to some low 40s. It's currently 32 degrees right now in Devil's Lake, 38 in Fargo, and 36 in Grand Forks. So a look at your hour-by-hour planner. Very different story for us in the east compared to the west. Out west, we've got sunshine, a little warmer temperatures as we head into the afternoon. Over to the east, stuck in the clouds with that potential for some showers passing through. That's where temperatures will be more likely into the 30s for your highs today. This continues into tonight, and eventually the wind does start to ease up. 10 o'clock, we're looking at more gusts just into the 20s, and then eventually tomorrow morning easing up into the teens. We are missing out on a storm system that's going to impact parts of western North Dakota and South Dakota. You can see some hints at that down to the bottom left corner of your screen. So luckily missing out on that storm system here. Wednesday, though, we might have a little cloud cover associated with it. Thursday and Friday look nice. Some sunshine and warming up a little bit by the end of the week. And now for a look at traffic. Here's Devin Fry with the Valley Today's Traffic on the Move.
Thank you, Lisa. Lisa, and good morning, Red River Valley. Now, what started out as a very calm morning on the interstates has gotten a little bit busier. It's still nothing that we haven't seen before. If anything, it's still lighter than it usually is. However, it has definitely picked up since this morning. Now, since it has been so light all morning, I'm expecting it to kind of get pretty crazy in about half an hour to an hour on the interstates. Whenever traffic flow is this light this early, it tends to just build up much faster when that rush hour comes around. So it's something to watch out for this morning. We're going to keep monitoring it, but for right now, it is a very light traffic flow to start your day. Now, the only thing really interrupting your morning commute is coming up here on 45th Street, one of our busier intersections of 45th Street and 17th Avenue. That is now a four-way stop. They had some stoplight issues, so that's something to watch out for. You're guaranteed to stop at that intersection now. Now, what day is today? It is Taco Tuesday, so ole the day at Taco John's. For your traffic on the move, I'm Devin Fry.
Cass County commissioners are addressing allegations of a hostile workplace within the Child Protective Services unit. A complaint was filed earlier this month claiming management bullies and intimidates employees in that unit.
The social services director says there has been a communication breakdown between management and employees, and now we're learning similar problems are being felt throughout county agencies. CPS manager Linda Dorff was placed on a work improvement plan, and there are plans to find ways to resolve the hostile workplace situation in Cass County agencies.
There's good news and bad news for a local contractor whose work trailer was stolen. Dylan Schmidt of Fargo says his trailer has been recovered, but everything that was inside is still missing. Schmidt says he got a call from someone who saw a story about the theft on Valley News Live.
The trailer was then found in South Fargo, only about 10 blocks from where it was stolen. Schmidt says the value of the stolen equipment is at least $19,000. Bobcat Manufacturing is planning a $17 million investment at its Gwinner facility. The plan is to add 30,000 square feet of manufacturing space and to install a powder coat paint line.
Construction starts immediately. The paint line will be done in 3 phases, with completion expected in July of 2020. The local coffee shop, Moxie Java, is getting a makeover.
And telling us more about it this morning is the Valley Today's Abby Furchner. She joins us live. And you are all caffeinated after spending all morning at that coffee shop, Abby.
I feel like I'm smiling so hard because I'm just so jittery. I've had so many cups of coffee, but they're all so delicious. I had to try absolutely everything. And when you're on Broadway, you might notice that Moxie Java is gone, but it's not really gone. It's just rebranded to Third Drop Coffee. And I want to talk about the family history behind it because I know that this is more than just a coffee shop for your family.
Oh, it absolutely is. Grandma and my aunt started it a long time ago. I have so many nieces that have worked here. I think all of them except one actually has, so like 10. So, I mean, honestly, my aunt, she's fantastic. She's amazing. She has just been such a great role model. Her and Grandma have taught me so much, and I'm so excited just to keep the legacy going.
And I know your grandma, everyone called her Grandma. It wasn't just the family.
No. Everybody called her Grandma. Customers called her Grandma. Our workers. It was weird if you didn't call her Grandma just because that's the present she, gave off here.
And I know, like I said just a little bit ago, we've kind of revamped Moxie Java a little bit, but it's nothing is different. You can still get some of your fan favorites here.
Oh, yes. Everything is still the same. You can still get the same Milky Way you were getting years ago. You can get the same everything. Honestly, our menu, we've just added some really fun options for lunch and just, you can get the same stuff.
And I want to talk about some of the goodies you have here because these are some like homemade recipes, especially the almond biscotti. That's like a secret.
Yeah, the almond biscotti is like a gift from heaven. It's so good. It's so good. And it's hard to make, but it's really, really good. And then, yes, everything else is made here, and it's just delicious. Made with love.
And then you have your oat milk latte. That's kind of new. I've never heard of that before.
Yeah, oat milk's kind of becoming a thing. We sampled quite a few different oat milks to get the right one, because some of them don't taste as good when they're steamed, so you need the right one. But yeah, it's become a hit and people love it, and it's creamy and delicious.
It is super creamy. Like I'm an almond milk drinker, but I might be transitioning. It's very good. And then this is one of your seasonal favorites, but it's also kind of a staple here.
Yeah, it's the English toffee and caramel mocha. Mochas here have always been a staple. Everybody loves our mochas. The chocolate milk, it's delicious, sweet, tastes good. It's like a hug and a mug.
Absolutely. It smells like Christmas. It like gets you excited. And then, okay, let's talk about these cookies because these are seasonal. They're not all year round.
We don't do them all year round. We only do them for the certain holidays. They kind of start in October and then we end them at Easter.
Okay.
So, yeah, they're delicious.
And you can get them on Friday, though.
On Friday, yeah. I'm already starting to make them.
Ooh, I'm going to try one because it's so tempting. I just have to. And I know, Jordan, you said you were hoping for something pumpkin. Well, come and get one of these on Friday.
I'll have to do that, yeah. Abby Furchner reporting live, and I can't forget they do also have a location across the river in Moorhead for us folks on that side of the river. Abby Furchner, thank you. Let's get the answer now to our question of the morning on Facebook. That question, almost half of people admit their feelings are hurt if no one compliments their new this.
The answer is their new glasses. Remember, you can play along by heading to our Valley News Live Facebook page. And we're hoping for the wind to die down.
I know. We still have those strong wind gusts going on here this morning. We've been seeing gusts into the 30s and 40s, and that continues. And even some rain and snow showers still out there as well. So just be aware that it's not perfect, but getting better.
The Today Show and CBS This Morning are just about to start, but the Valley Today rolls on. You can join us right now on the Fargo CW.